Alright, welcome back everybody. So today I'm about to go over how I pack black into the skin. It's not fake skin this time, it's the real skin. We gotta show over how I pack the black in. You gotta move slow, just be consistent. And I'm currently running at only 8 volts. So we moving at a slow speed. I know, let me say it's hurting, but this is slow speed compared to what I normally do. So you want to move at a slow, consistent pace. Like I said, I normally use a circular motion and stay in one area. Just spend time in one little area and pack it in. Don't move too fast. Just slowly make circular motions and you'll start to see that it's going in. And black could take time, so don't rush it into the skin. Just slowly work your way around. It could be easy to just try to pack it in fast, but no, slowly working into the skin. That'll be the proper way to do it. And like I said, with everything else, patience is everything. So you want to be patient, especially with this black when you're working it into the skin. So if you're moving fast, you can easily overwork the skin. Moving so fast, because when you're moving fast, it causes more trauma on the skin. So while you constantly going back over it to fill that black in and like causing all that trauma, it's easy to overwork the skin. And most likely that area is going to be super sore and it's going to look ate up, real bruised. So just slowly move around and pack in your black. It's not hard at all, really take patience. And make sure y'all not adding too much pressure onto your machine. You gotta let the needle do the work. A lot of people seem like they gotta push it into the skin, but you don't. The needle will do the work for you. All you gotta do is guide the needle where you want it to go, and it's gonna push the black in on its own. As long as you're moving at that consistent pace. So you're gonna keep working slow, same pace, same pace. Like I say, the circles is what works for me mostly. You saturate the area a lot faster using circles, and not just, whip shade all across. Just pack it in using the circular motion. That's what I found works best. And of course, if you are not used to packing black, first start on the fake skin until you get used to it. Get your blacks real smooth, and then you can start working on working it in on real skin. And I know I was telling someone this before, that when you're working in black and you're getting to a part where there got detail is, you're going to want to move over to a 3-round liner just to structure that detail out. As you see right now, I'm moving on to the ear, and this hat is black and it's structuring around the ear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over to the 3-round just to structure around the ear and the earring. I don't want to blacken that out. I want to make sure that detail is there. And I know black could be painful. It's just a lot of black, a lot of ink. Sometimes I prefer doing the color over black because black, I think, literally takes longer. So you're going to take your 3-round and move around the shape that you are trying to capture. You're going to move around it with the 3-round liner. You don't want to go in with a big mag and start filling in, because you can easily cover up your detail. Like this little bit of earring here, I'll easily cover that up if I was to use a big 13 curve magnum. So if I want that to stand out, I'm going to structure it out with the 3-round liner first, and then I'll go back. Once I got enough space around the ear, I'll go back and just fill in with the 13 curve mag. And you're still going to move at that slow pace, even with a small needle, just to make sure it's saturated. Now let's go back with the 13 curve magnum and fill in around the ear. And yes, you're still at 8 volts, only 8 volts. Slow and consistent win the race. It's not a competition, not a who's faster. It's about who the best. No matter how long it takes, you want to be the best at doing it. I can only imagine if I had someone in here like I was on a piece of artwork on paper. Lord, that'll be some hours and days. But tattoo, that's the good thing about it. Easy to go in. You ain't gotta keep on working and working on the skin. Plus you don't want to traumatize the customer because it could be painful. That's why I say 8 volts will work. 9 volts is way too fast. Unless you know some tricks of this. Hit some solid lines in there right fast. Other than that, 8 volts pretty good. 8.5 was the highest I did some solid black. Y'all can see it, we almost pitch black. And if you feel like you don't want to keep working and you're like afraid to overwork the skin, I'll say leave it alone, wait till it heal up and see how it looks. Whatever little patches may be there, just touch it up until you're comfortable with filling in without thinking you're going to overwork the skin. Because some people don't want to come back for a touch-up. You can't get them to come back, so try to get it the first go around. I'm telling you, I had too many people that tapped out and didn't come back. Don't know why, but now you got to pay them to come back sometime. I actually thought about doing that though. Alright y'all, let's wipe it down. See how we looking? See how we looking? We in there, we just missing on that edge by tightening around the neck and the shoulders. Gonna tighten that up. We can use the edge of our 13 curve magnum to tighten that up. Slightly tapping. And that's another thing about black. By you constantly going over it, you rarely have to tap the skin. Like I said, let the needle do the job. Because the pores are open and the ink is easy to just go right in. So slightly tap. You ain't gotta push it in. That's the same with colors. Like the more you work on the skin, the second color is gonna be even easier to go in because the skin is already ready to receive it. You done already got it worked up. And as you all see, I am working on the portrait, but I'm just showing y'all how I pack the black by this hat being black. So I'm going to post this on its own so you all can see or have an idea of how to pack the black. And also when working on the client, you got to watch it. We're wiping sometimes, because I know that wiping tend to hurt, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you got to watch it. I always forget because it's such a habit of just wiping all the time. But yeah, when the skin is sore, wiping can hurt a lot more. So just dab to help the client last a little longer if they is thinking about tapping out. So remember that, don't wipe. Even with the wet paper towel, it's still like, it's sensitive, so be careful with that. And now it's about the time for us to have to wipe, of course, but you know, as you tattoo on, just try not to keep wiping. And when you do have to wipe, you can just slowly tap, even though I know it probably hurts, but at least you ain't rubbing all quick across it and causing more pain. Hopefully y'all got that. Really appreciate y'all for watching and see y'all in the next video.